Welcome back. In this video, we're going to bind the weapon name to the item name variable on the item class. And to do that, it's just as simple as selecting the text here in ammo count BP, the widget blueprint. And right here for the bind, we're going to click the drop down and hover over shooter character and find the equipped weapon variable. And as soon as we find it here, then we can hover over that, and here we have item name. Now remember, item name is the variable in the item.h header file. We created a variable called item name, and that's an F string. So that is the variable we're binding this to. And of course, if we take a look at the CPP file, item name has a default value of default. So we're binding the text here to that variable. So we can go ahead and compile that. And if we hit play, we'll see that we get base weapon because we're using that base weapon blueprint, and we set this F string to have the text base weapon in our base weapon blueprint. As we can see, if we go to the weapons, base weapon, and open base weapon BP, we'll see in item properties, we have base weapon here as the name. So now our widget has base weapon. And of course, we can go ahead and take a look at one of these items in the world here. And if we take a look at the details panel, we can search for item name, and you'll see that we gave this one the item name Burst SMG. So if we go ahead and play test this, then we can come up to this weapon and hit E to swap it out, and now we can see in our widget on the screen it says Burst SMG. Now it might be a little bit hard to see, so I'm going to go to a bigger viewport and go ahead and play in here. We'll see it says base weapon, and if we go and pick up this Burst SMG, now it says Burst SMG. And of course, weapon firing and reloading should work. I'll fire a round, and I'll hit R to reload. And we go from 85 to 84 in our carried ammo, and we reload back up to full magazine capacity. So that is going to conclude this video. We now have our weapon name bound in our widget, so that name will pop up whenever we pick up a new gun. You'll see that that one had base weapon, that one also has base weapon, but this Burst SMG has its own item name, and it's Burst SMG. So that's looking good. In the next video, we're going to work on actually moving the magazine when we reload. So I'll fire around and hit the reload again, and you can see if I angle the camera up, you can see that the magazine is sticking out. It's that yellow thing there. And if I reload, well, she grabs at it, but she doesn't actually pull it out of the gun. We're going to work on actually making that clip come out of the gun so that way it looks a little bit more realistic. So see you in the next video.